Hey everyone, this is my hotel room at the Westin in Atlanta, Georgia. I just got done competing at USAPL Raw Nationals, and I was definitely very happy with how I did. Finished with a 374-pound squat, 259-pound bench, and 446-pound deadlift. So, yeah, 8 for 9, 5-pound PR squat, 11-pound PR deadlift, and a 22-pound PR total. And let's go through a review of what happened throughout the meet. It's actually kind of funny. This is the biggest powerlifting meet in history. Over, I think, 1,100 registered lifters. And yet, really, this is the first time in a while that I've just competed against myself. Especially with the prime time lifters, I knew hey, I didn't have a realistic chance of placing in the top three, and there were no real qualifying totals to chase. So I was really just going after PR total, and I didn't have to cut weight. I competed at 66. I actually started my training cycle weighing in on 149, 150, but as I got fatigued, my weight just sort of gradually came down to the point where, at meet week, I didn't really have to do any water cutting at all. The line for weigh-ins was pretty long. I was on platform 4, and weigh-ins were separated by platforms, and my platform took really long for whatever reason. I think the other platforms were done and my platform was still weighing in, which was kind of annoying. And the meet did run a little further behind than expected, but otherwise, I was pretty happy with the way things were run. Plenty of space in the warm-up area and a nice flow from the warm-up area to the back room to the platforms. Squats were pretty straightforward. Opened with 341, then took 358, and then took 374 for 5-pound PR. Pretty happy with that, because that certainly was a grinder. I didn't know if I had much more in me than that. With bench, I opened with 248, which moved pretty well. I think the one thing that threw me off, I guess, my arms weren't locked out when I was receiving the lift off, so they gave me a little longer start command than usual. I didn't think that the press commands were long, but definitely the start command threw me off. And it's something that's kind of tough, especially when you have to train bench by yourself. You don't have a lift-off partner to give you those commands. And so, sometimes even if you feel like you're locked out or, you feel like the bar is motionless, it might not be. But anyway, so 248 moved well. My second attempt, 259, moved well. So, I went ahead and tried for 270. I got it about midway and missed. And, I guess, part of it was, the start command throwing me off again. I think, also my foot placement wasn't quite right. My leg drive just didn't feel right. But, bench has kind of been up and down. It's always tough to make progress on bench because you're not lifting as much weight as you're using as much muscle mass as you are in a squat and deadlift. But I think, if I can fix those issues, I'll be good for a PR on my next meet. And then deadlift, we originally planned on opening with 418 and doing 440 for a meet PR on my second attempt because, if you've seen my Instagram videos, when I did 440 in the gym, it flew. But after that missed bench, I decided to lower my opener. to 407, figuring I need 429 to hit a PR total. And that was something that would definitely be too heavy for an opener, but certainly I figured that would be an easy second attempt that would still give me a shot at at least 446 on a third, which would give me a big PR total if everything goes well. And I mean, all those three attempts move well, but definitely felt like the right choice. I mean, those initial warm ups, I felt really stiff. But I'm definitely glad that I could put together a 22-pound PR total. I mean, I think this was the first time in more than a year that I've set a PR total that was more than 10 pounds. I mean, most of the time I've been chipping 5 pounds here, 10 pounds there. So to put together a big total and finish off the year, that definitely felt great. And now I get to relax, enjoy the rest of the meet, hang out with my friends and celebrate. As far as what's next, I'm not really sure. Like, I haven't figured out when my next meet is going to be. I definitely plan on competing for a really long time. Physically, I feel good. And I'm definitely excited about my long-term future in the sport. Just I'm not sure when I'm going to be competing again. I definitely think I'm done for 2016, which has definitely been one hell of a year. I'm definitely proud of what I've accomplished, especially since last year was pretty rough. But we'll see. I mean, for now, I'm just going to enjoy my time in Atlanta, and then I fly out to Boston for Fancy on Saturday and go enjoy my time there. So until then, see ya.